Yesterday was Raksha Bandhan, but I want to talk something which goes beyond festivals. A matter of safety, accountability, which impacts all of us. My first question is to the West Bengal police. You have arrested a person called Sanjay Rai, and he is the prime accused of the Kolkata's rape and murder. The news say that he is a civic volunteer. Before recruiting him as a civic volunteer, have you really did a proper background check of who he is? Did you? No? I mean, if you look at the history of Sanjay Rai, he was married for 4 times and got divorced for 3 times. And the one thing which is common is he is having domestic violent cases. Even his in-laws complain of him. So the thing is, we need transparency in hiring and training these civic volunteers. Are we really putting up the right people in these roles, or are we setting ourselves for failure? There's a lot to talk about law and order, but the problem is when those tasked with maintaining it are a part of that problem. And we have seen how civic volunteers misuse their authority, compromising the public safety. And what about the mob which happened at the hospital? The government has given you the power to control the mob, which in turn it became a vandalism. You couldn't even control that, and how can you assure that public safety will be in your hands? My second question is to the Chief Minister of the West Bengal. I was particularly disappointed with the Chief Minister's response to this incident. As a leader, especially a female leader, you should be a stronger commitment to women's safety and overall governance. Effective leadership isn't about making speeches, it's about taking action to ensure public safety. If you talk about the accountability of the West Bengal state government, the way the protests and evidence destruction have been handled is not convincing. And here's the issue of doctors being suddenly transferred after the protest. I don't know whether I should see this as a silent tactic to shut their mouths, or is it a general trend of transferring doctors. But it's the fact that these transfers were cancelled after the public outrage, which shows that we, the people, still have power. The thing which we can do as responsible citizens is to keep raising our voice. Our voice matters, and we need to keep raising them. The justice system of India has its own flaws, and nowhere is that more evident than cases like Nirbhaya. It literally took 9 years to deliver the justice. 9 years. That's too long. This isn't just about one case. It's a systematic failure of protecting women and women's rights. Our leaders need to stop taking women's issues as political tools and need to start taking meaningful actions. And my next question and the final question is to the public. How often do we get caught up in gender battles? We get caught up in gender battles instead of addressing the systematic failures which causes tragedies like Nirbhaya to happen. And it's not just about women's safety. Our healthcare professionals are also speaking about poor working conditions. This is a national problem that ties into social justice and public health, and we need to listen. As we grapple down into these issues, we understand that it's not just about women's safety or women's norms, it's about societal changes and societal norms. We need to investigate the past incidents thoroughly, and we need to make the responsible accountable. It's time for us to support each other and take collective action. Self-defensive training should be accessible to every woman. It should start right from the schooling, right from LKG. And it becomes a crucial step in providing women's safety. Let's come together to create an environment where women feel safe, empowered, and valued. Yesterday was Raksha Bandhan, and let's take a pledge to protect each other and demand the justice we deserve.